wait forever. And 1, 2, 3. Hey, there it is. Boom. Okay. Welcome back to 16th episode of fucking Club Talk. The shittest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Last episode.
Ain't nothing shittier.
Last episode was the worst. It was the worst thing in the world.
Garbage. Trash. Boo boo.
Yeah, no one watched it.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
To watch it. I threw up. Well, looking back on it, literally threw up.
It was gross.
Terrible. We did it with a bunch of kids for some reason. We thought it'd be a good idea to talk to like a squeaker MC. Not a good idea.
Talk about their experiences, and they were just like, "Oh, yeah, we just, we do what we see everybody else do. That's pretty much it."
Time in front of one of our guys. It was sitting on the table.
Nah, that was it. It was the whole thing. It was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing. Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's all it is. Right, so, obviously, joined by, today, as usual, Sexy Creed, my nickname, a lot of ladies call me that. And, who's this penguin next to me, man?
What penguin? There's a penguin There's a penguin between us? Holy fuck. Where's he at? Seriously, where the fuck is this penguin, man?
Introduce yourself, you asshole. Alright, let's stay there. Everyone will stay there. Alright. Starting with Alec. Who is you, man?
Alec Black, Sergeant in Arms with Wolves of Liberty.
Kid.
Kid Leather. I'm a past member of Wolves of Liberty.
And this guy, I've never met before my entire life.
Mental.
Hey. His name is Elite. His name is not Mental.
AKA Psychopath, AKA
Yo, don't throw me under the bus, boys.
It's already exposed, man. It's already in here. Unholy ones tuning in. Good shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
For the first time in forever. When was the last episode? 6, 7 months ago?
It was a long time ago, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. Hey, so check it out. So today we brought y'all on to talk about dictatorships and MCs that vote shit and like the different types of MCs and kind of y'all experience with that and our experience, and we just gonna kind of have a discussion about that. First thing I wanted to touch on, what's the difference between a dictatorship and a democracy when it comes to MCs?
A dictatorship and a democracy when it comes to motorcycle clubs.
Yup.
Well, in my experience, it's either one guy telling every single person what to do, what can and cannot do, and pretty much like cracking the whip on them constantly for just random stupid shit.
Okay.
Right. Which when you think of dictatorship, we genuinely all think negative like terms, right? That's where it's at. Because I'm sure that everyone here agrees that the best way to run a club is with democracy and votes and all that kind of stuff. Which I also agree with that. But there are clubs that do work with a dictatorship, and you kind of have to play devil's advocate a little bit here and think, yeah, it may be a little bit shitty, but sometimes it has its benefits.
I think some players like that, just one guy telling everybody what to do, and everybody follows his agenda and his rules and his type of personality and persona he wants to put off for the club. I think some people like that shit. So if it works for them, fine. But I feel like it takes away from the whole family part of it as far as an MC goes.
Yeah, very true. And then also having like your own creativity and being able to like express your own personality.
I agree with Alex there.
Yes. When it comes to things like that, it never really works when it comes to being a dictator. It takes a team to build what you're trying to do.
No, team, a family. It's like I would rather fight with people that I respect than fight people I'm told to fight with.
Yeah, I agree with it.
But I mean, there are. You can say there's some ease with that kind of stuff. It's definitely, I would say it's definitely easier to do a dictatorship. People who follow dictatorship obviously looking for some kind of order. They're looking for a lot of structure, maybe a bit too much structure. But they want this guy to kind of, whoever is in charge, to kind of feel, especially the role as a president, it's very tricky within the MC community, because you do have to lead. A president does have to lead. In a dictatorship, or without, not in a dictatorship, you need to show some kind of leadership if you're in that role. Because otherwise, why are you there? You know? So, but you need to know the limit of, okay, where do I stop?
Yeah. This is my opinion, bro. I think a leader in a club that votes things is way better than a leader in a club that just follows whatever that guy says. Because when you're in a club that votes thing and operates like a family, then it tests your things as a leader, because you can't just say, hey, this is what I want to do and we're going to do it like this because that's what the fuck I want to do. You can't do that because you're a family. You all have a say in it. You have to look at what's best for the club, how the rest of the club is going to see it, and you have to make any decision you make is going to be on behalf of the club, and it's not going to be like, oh, this guy said do it. Whereas in a dictatorship, the guy's just like, well, fuck how the rest of y'all feel. I'm going to do it this way. And they just have to be like, oh, well, let me swallow that bullet and do what the fuck the prayers say.
Yeah, I mean, which is... Yeah, sorry, there you go.
Like, I would rather have a club or a family come up to me and we sit down at a table and discuss what's going on, rather than just the president or the leader saying, well, we're going to do this and this, we're killing these guys. No, I'd rather, hey, let's have a vote. Do we want to be friendly with these guys? Do we not want to be friendly, shoot a shot at, or do we just want to fuck these guys up? That's what I would rather have, being told to shoot at somebody.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. When a leader of a dictatorship is like, okay, I'm going to lead the club through my decisions. Democracy, you start to lead the club through the club's decisions, and that's where it's kind of done in that. And I think a lot of people don't like the word, they don't really like the word lead, as in, like a president needs to lead stuff. I think a lot of people are afraid of that kind of power distribution, But you shouldn't be afraid of that. A good leader will make it seem like he's not leading at all, but he'll be there to help.
Yep.
To guide, that kind of stuff.
Let's say... Sorry, go.
It's a delicate balance when it comes to democracy. I've been a VP or 2 MCs before, and I got to see the good and the bad when it comes to that. But I also been in a dictatorship before. I see it's a lot of bad that can come from it if you don't have the right person in charge.
But I could see where it could work with the right person. If the right person was in charge, I could see where it could be slightly easier than a democracy. Because then it's like, you don't have to vote, we're going to follow out our president's decision, he's going to lead us to it. If people want to be in that thing, I'm not going to say, fuck you, you're fucking stupid, not being that thing. If you're looking for a dictatorship, go join a club as dictatorship. But just, you gotta be extremely careful about who's appointed.
I think what keeps people in those clubs is that it's easy. They're just going and they're doing whatever that guy says. They don't really put too much thought into anything. They're just going. I think when the problem arises is when that guy starts doing everything for himself. Like, oh, this is just for me, we're going to do this because I want to do it, blah, 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 blah. And then people start disagreeing with him. And, of course, he's going to, pull his rank. Like, oh, I'm the press, blah, blah, blah. Even if you're in a dictatorship, that isn't something you should be doing. You know what I'm saying? You the leader. You're supposed to be showing leadership and shit like that. You shouldn't just be blowing people off, regardless if it's a dictatorship or not. Blowing people off.
I'd rather...
It's funny because somebody just commented we was gay. I said blowing people up.
Fuck you, Day-Day, and your gay-ass club talk, suck my long muffler.
I bet you it's the people pretending. I bet you it's the people pretending to be us, Creed, making episodes of Club Talk like they us.
He named you in the comment, man. He said, fuck you, Day-Day.
Damn. That's some deep hatred right there. I don't even know my own name.
Day-Day's live stream. If you want to go tell him to fuck himself.
Hey man, they exposed me on fucking down with tryhards, man. Fuck this dude, man.
Alright, anyway, somebody was finna say something before we started talking about people being gay.
I would rather be in a club that lives like the Wolves of Liberty. We say, go ahead and play other games. Strikers, you guys can play other games while other members are online, right? What?
Yeah, we play. Of course, we play other games. We play other games together.
Yeah. You know what? That'll be nice. Like I would rather be able to play other games. And it's like if somebody tells me, hey, I need help, I'll switch over from that game to GJ to help them out. But then I'm going right back to my other game with if everybody's okay with it. I'm not trying to be, hey, you got to be on GTA from the time you get on to from the time you get off. Like there's a link between a dictatorship and a brotherhood.
Yeah, that shit can get very, very fucking annoying.
Completely upset, yeah. That's definitely. You don't want to fatigue your guys. You don't want to be like, look, come on, boys, get on every day, every single hour. I have to do this because it's gonna wear them out. It really is, especially in the club. You're gonna be like, fuck.
Feel free to throw any questions in if you guys want.
And that's why it's good to have a good activity system to keep people active, but not have them fucking, you know, be there every hour, forced to do that, because that's how you get fucked, and that's why people lose interest.
Yeah, it goes from having fun and being around people that you trust and actually like playing the game to, alright, well, shit, this went from being a game to being a second fucking job. And I don't want to do this.
See, but shit like that can happen in a democracy as well, because if they already have rules, if they already have rules set in place that set you up to be, you know, sucking the game, then you know what I'm saying, it's already gonna suck. But I think it's important for people to realize that coming in, because that's information that should be given to you way before you get into the club. Like that information should be provided to your ass.
Yeah, it should already be put in the bylaws.
Some clubs don't even allow prospects or hangers to read the bylaws until they're a patch member.
Really? That's fucking
that
dumb.
happen a few times.
That's fucking dumb.
Not too common, but I've seen it happen a few times. I know it's a big thing in real life as well, where a lot of the 1% out there.
For why all guys, what is the positive and negative aspect of the community? Is WFFW really a one club?
I'm not answering that question because it has nothing to do with the topic, Joe. So
well,
kiss
I
my
don't give a
ass.
fuck about the topic, man. We're doing an MC fucking talk. It's club talk. As
No.
a brief example. Alright,
Joe-
it's not a fucking script. Let me fucking pull out a script and fucking read the whole fucking thing here, shall I? Cunt.
No, I'm saying it doesn't have anything to do with the topic, and I don't feel like talking about 1% again. So no, I'm
We're
not
not talking about
answering
1%
that
again,
question.
asshole.
The dude just asked me a question on the live stream, Creed. What the fuck are you talking about?
Fuck you.
Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Damn.
Fuck you.
Alright, so Weenie asked, for y'all guys, what is the positive and negative aspects of the MC community?
Tryhards.
You want to be talking.
Fucking right.
I ain't got much room to talk either, man. Hell, after
Suck my dick, please.
past and everything being like strict 1%, I got an open weapon wheel. The only things that I don't have is a minigun and a grenade launcher. And if I see a tryhard blowing me up, I'm gonna blow his fucking ass up.
Okay, no, but being serious, I hate those flying bikes. That's a big negative. Like, what MC actually lets you ride around on flying? The oppressors, that's what it's called. Fuck, why can I do that?
I don't get fucked by none of that.
No, it's like, I hate that. It's like Mongo's right around in it. There's another MC I
come on. It's Mongols, bro. That's not an MC, bro. Come on now. Come on.
Okay.
Stop. To acknowledge them is just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Metalheads. That's the word.
That's what they are. It's just a TDM crew trying to be an MC.
They're not even that.
Metalheads MC. They were right around our presence. All like 6 of the members in the lobby. I'm like, yeah, that's total 1%.
So, when it comes to what was that?
Some MCs with programs, they make the MC look bad. MC community look bad. A lot of
fucking programs, dude.
To me, I don't care whether they driving cars, flying bikes, using programs, blah blah blah. I don't care. That's all part of combat shit. I couldn't care less about that. What I like about the MC community, he's probably right. I'm above violence, so I don't care. But what I find cool about the MC community is the way we all come together. Whether we're fucking, beefing or whatever, but the way we come together and just, show a love for the biker culture. The ones, the little bit of us that do. That shit's fucking cool. That's the best part of it. I don't think nothing's better than that. As far as the bad parts in it, I don't really see too much bad unless you focusing on shit like that. But
plus, full start on Thursday. That's the
Do I
podcast.
know you?
Yeah,
Shout out to XLMC, the new boys.
Day-based food, you don't know what you talking about.
Thursday, people having like decent events. Just even like impromptu rides. Like that one day I just came up and was chilling with you, Day Day, and it was like half the lobby just came in, had tryhards, everything, all of them. Like the whole lobby, we were all just riding around the map.
Yeah, they were impromptu.
Who said shut the fuck up? Badass Joe from Striker LOL. FPS is shrinked. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Real quick.
Ace okay with your 3 subs, so fuck off.
Say if somebody wanted a roleplay in real life MC, that's kind of what a lot of us do.
Emoji man shrugging. Emoji man shrugging. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Roleplay as much of that as possible. Do you think they would lean more towards the dictator side? Because, I think that, especially in real life, a president has a lot more lead power, especially these outlaw 1% clubs in real life. So if somebody wanted to replicate something like that, or roleplay that harder, would their club be more dictator centralized?
Most definitely. That or they'd run through a council.
I was gonna say yes, it did. No.
Because I feel like the more democracy ones are the 99ers, real life. Like the riding clubs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is different.
I think we all kind of what?
This stream is trash, horrible.
But I fucking
What the fuck? Anyway.
Like Wolves of Liberty, we're a real life MC. This is a real life MC. We keep it just like they do in real life that we do on the game.
Well, fuck off then.
It's like how many MCs do you see out there that will sit here and be like, oh well, we're a real life MC, and the next thing you know they're in the jet.
Fix your stream, boo trash stream.
Clap it, if that makes sense.
I'm about to block Joe. You getting blocked, Joe?
He's talking a lot of trash in the chat.
Yeah, he's just annoying because I can hear that fucking like robot thing. Yeah, our Joe.
Okay, Joe.
So, I think we all kind of touched on it a little bit, the way that we felt about dictatorship or whatever. But could you really say if it's a good or a bad thing? Because me, I could see it being good, and I could also see it being bad, as long as the person, it depends on the person who's doing it. because it's almost like if you go too far with it, and the aspects of like, and I'm just throwing an example out there because I don't know how fucking dictatorships work. But if you're one of them people that be like, hey, can't nobody else get their hair cut like mine, can't nobody else ride this bike, you can't fucking, you know what I'm saying? Dumbass shit, bro. Like that you can clearly tell that's geared towards that person and them having an ego and being the center of attention and running a club.
Right.
I think that's when it's bad, but it could be good if the person's like, you know, keeping the club's interest in mind and, you know, how everybody else feels.
You make me a fucking dictator now? Fuck me. I'll have that shit running like a well-oiled machine. He's fucking dead.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
It'd be fucking snap.
Creed, somebody would be like, yo, Creed, we don't want to do that. Creed be like, fuck y'all, we doing it because I like it. Like that would be Creed. That would be Creed.
No, man, I'd be like, fuck you, we're doing it because I know best.
Exactly. You're like, that's it.
That's the definition of a dictator.
I like Creed kicking everybody. Oh, you don't want to do it?
Yeah. Do you guys take that, because I know over here, we take that so seriously, that the kicking of a member is a big deal. Especially when a member doesn't want to go and you're kicking it. I was wondering if you guys take that, like, super fucking seriously? Is it just like a code? Obviously, you won't want it, right? Because you're a democracy kind of club. But is it unanimous where everyone fucking has to agree and shit?
Well, it's pretty much everybody has a vote on it. And let's say somebody is super inactive, doesn't really, show any interest anymore in the club, isn't on kick talking to any of us, stuff like that. We'll try to talk to them individually, be like, yo, what's going on? Try to see what the problem is. If they still don't want to speak to any of us, alright, we all go to Wanted, our president, and tell him, hey, look, we've all tried speaking to this dude, and he will not respond to any of us. And that's when he'll bring it to the table for everybody to vote on whether or not to kick him. Now, once they get kicked, they can either leave on good terms or bad terms. If they leave on bad terms, they're gonna get shot every fucking time that they're seated. But if they leave on good terms, hey, we're still friends, we still hang out, stuff like that.
Because that goes into it, because there are a lot of fucking, I always hear the story of, oh, my fucking president went fucking mad and fucking kicked everyone out of the cruise. And you, especially back in the day, you used to hear that all the time. Oh, my president kicked everyone out because they didn't disagree with them. And I think it does show a strong club in when you can change leadership via votes. If your club has survived the leadership change, that's a big deal. That's a big deal to get past that. Because it proves that, for one, it proves everyone, hey, the president's not power hungry, which is one. Like our founder, and it was president for a long time, he's a sergeant at arms now, and he couldn't be happier. It's
Club of Trash.
It shows evolution in the club.
Cobb on here too, talking shit.
Well, also, being a president, you have a lot of stress on you. Like, you have a lot of stress, and you have to have a certain type of mentality to be able to control that role, so to say. Back to what I was saying about leaving on good terms and bad terms. When I left Banshees, I was
still fuck each other every day.
I still talk to him. I still talk to Felix. I talk to Slick. I talk to
they like
Asher every now and again. But I'm not like in a party talking to him.
And hey, pussy.
Was that it was like personal reasons for leaving, or was that just you weren't feeling the club anymore?
It was just It was kind of like a little bit of both. But it got into the point to where I was constantly like sabotaging myself on purpose. Not meaning to, but still doing it.
Right.
Like subconsciously.
And yeah, like I was subconsciously doing it, like over and over and over again. And Felix and them, you know, they sat me down multiple times, and like the last time they sat me down, I'm like, dude, you're getting me sick and tired of having this conversation. And I agreed with them. So I left, and when I left on good terms. So if I see them out there, you know, fighting Mongols or
somebody that's worth shooting.
Yeah, pretty much somebody that's worth shooting, you know, we go out there and I'll go out there and I'll help them, and a lot of the wolves, they'll come with me and help me, you know. Main reason I go ahead.
That's what, so you feel a lot better in wolves now, you know, you can definitely, you can tell a difference, right, between back then and now.
Oh yeah, it's a huge difference, man. Banshees are, if any, the best way I can put it, man, if anybody thinks that they can go into Banshees and prospect for them and will be a full patch, the best of luck to you. Because while I was there, we had probably 12 hang-arounds, and only one of them is still around. One of them is a full patch, and it's still there.
That sounds like RMC. We go through the motherfuckers like clockwork.
Like, it's not an easy task. It takes a lot of patience, and a lot of people don't want to wait. They want like instant gratification. They're like, hey, you know, I've been here a week. Can I be full patch? No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, especially when people get patched in as well, it comes to the point of they need that gratification still, and then when they can't find it, that's when you get the people that get shaky. Like they'll fly through their prospect stage and they'll get everything good, they'll be there forever, and then when they get it, they'll get fucked up because they don't know what the next stage is.
Well, you see,
where it comes, club life normally is supposed to be you chilling out with your boys, hanging out, having a laugh and being at a club. And if you're not okay with that, then if you always need to be patching guys in, or you always need to be doing really cool stuff and doing this and that kind of stuff, those moments do happen, and they're good, but you shouldn't just be in the club for it to happen. You want to be in the club to be in the club.
Well, I am glad that you brought that up, because me, myself, when I still have my single solo patch. And when I came here, there was a patch over. Kid Nega was also a patch over.
Which was, you were friends beforehand, and then they patched your club over.
I can't hold this in. This is a horrible thing. Okay.
You said you're gay?
Yeah, I did. Shit gay.
You said you're gay? Man?
No, I said that shit gay as fuck.
No, you sounded like you coughed and said I'm gay.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe I want your booty.
See, I was friends with Wolves of Liberty while I was still in Banshees, and I'm on like early in the mornings and stuff like that, and so when I got on, I would see them, you know, doing standing grounds and stuff like that, and I'd go up there, you know, they blow love me, I'd blow love them back. I'd see like randoms and tryhards come up there and try and, you know, fuck with them, and I start fucking them up. And then once I went solo, I was still pretty much, you know, finally able to sit down, speak with them, get to know every single person in there, and I was enjoying myself, like hanging out with them and having laughs with them, and that's what made me want to come back to the MC community.
Okay, having, because most of y'all been in dictatorships as well as democracies. What would y'all say are the positive and negative effects of both sides of it? Like,
The positive of the MC side is the brotherhood as well as the sisterhood of it. And just coming together with other MCs, having rides, doing events, stuff like Full Throttle Thursday, in the cut by Dirty Workers, or stuff like that. That's the positive things.
Club talk.
Club talk. And
you fucking stupid. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
yeah, the negative side of it is you have a lot of snake in the grass MCs that's around here. That does the start shit, but really no reason. That's the go start. And that really
My bad, keep going.
Go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just wanted to say also in dictatorship kind of MCs, you also see favoritism a whole lot more than you do in democracy ones, because in democracy ones it's not that much favoritism.
Can't be, because he'd have to be everyone's favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't work.
And then in dictatorship, it's like, alright, this one person fucks up, they get punished. This other person fucks up, they get punished. But the first person that got fucking punished, their punishment was 10 times worse for doing something very stupid. And then the second person, their punishment is like hardly nothing, and they did like some straight up nasty 99 shit.
Do you think that these dictatorship clubs, do you think a lot of them even know that they're doing a dictatorship?
I think really what happens is these clubs start off giving their president a lot of power, right? And he probably runs it pretty smoothly to begin with. I think what happens is all that power goes to his head. Over time, he's in it for himself, because obviously he's had people come and go through the MC, so he feels like only his way of work, because he's seen it all. Everyone else hasn't. They just got there, so it's his way or the highway, and that's what it becomes, just that fucking downward spiral where this guy is just over everyone instead of what it originally started off as, him making decisions and everyone else, sharing their ideas with him and him making his decisions based off of that.
And you can tell that these are a lot of people, they love their club, and they want what's best for their club, but they don't see how them not leading it is what's best for the club. So they're kind of blinded to that. Like so you said,
that's like another reason why I left Banshee Studios, because I could see that me being there and constantly, subconsciously, like fucking up over and over and over again does not look good for them.
right.
So I was just like, it just be best if by myself.
Okay.
So you love that club? No.
I still love it. Dude, it took me about 4.5, 5 months just to get my full patch. Like when you get your full patch over there, you know that you've earned it.
Yeah.
And by the time that happens, you have deep love for every single person in there. Because they will help you out personally. Because Baby Thrasher, he bought me a brand new controller when my other one broke. And then Felix, he got me PlayStation Play Now or whatever it is, where you play like a bunch of games. he got that for me before Red Dead 2 came out, so we could all get on like the original Red Dead and play that. You know.
Yeah, I met bunches of cool some good guys.
But
so not to be a dick, I gotta be at work at 6, so I'm gonna have to go.
Get your bitch ass on. Nobody wanted you here anyway. Bye,
Thank you
bitch.
for your contribution.
No, bitch. Nobody wanted you here. Leave now. Bye, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, you pussy ass bitch, with your dumb ass leg tattoos and your ugly ass face.
Contributed to everything. You fucking idiot.
Mongoloid.
You know what? You no hairline having ass, you big forehead bitch.
You can't talk about nobody with them teeth missing out your mouth. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that your mouth got fucked up, bitch. Fuck you. I love Elite, man. I love Elite. But back to the subject before we keep on bashing on Elite. So do y'all think, because I think everybody agrees, you know, democracies build on that family type of atmosphere. You know, everybody has equal say, everybody has a vote, you know, so everybody's opinion matters. So it builds on that family type of atmosphere where everyone is respected. Whereas a dictatorship can be either toxic or it can be good, depending on if the leader's good. So I guess the question I want to ask is, could you see a dictatorship as a family? Because at the end of the day, that's what we all care about, you know?
I think it's very easy to see a dictatorship as a family.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. But you also have to watch out because you can have that good family, but you can also, within that family, have a very toxic kind of person that will fuck it up for other people.
Yeah, people let one rotten egg spoil a whole batch, usually. You know, just because, say, the president's a fucking asshole. In one of those clubs, you could fuck, these other guys could be your brothers, you know? And, you get past that, it's quite difficult. That some of these guys are looking out for you. Some might not be.
I came from one MC, then I went to a couple of ones. It had their issues with how it was run, how stuff was handled. It ended up shutting a lot of MCs down. And I could, it's just a lot of I think some people want to be dictatorships.
Yeah, no, I think it is some people that like being told what to do. I think we all kind of said the only way dictatorship would work is if they did it almost as if it was a democracy. Like everyone opinion mattered to that dictator, right? He made his decisions based off their opinions. It may not be a vote there, they may not have a say, but he's listening to them and making his choices based off what he's heard. That would be the best type of dictatorship. What makes y'all think, shit, how do I word this?
Okay.
Why do y'all think people enjoy being in dictatorships where the guy just tells them what to do? Because obviously there's people that enjoy that. They stay in those clubs. They keep listening to that guy. They keep doing what he says. I think a lot of them are younger kids and stuff, but there's adults that do it as well. What do y'all think kind of draws them into that and keeps them in there?
They could have, this is my thinking, they could have, oh shit, my brain ain't working, self-respect issues and like problems within themselves to where they can't make this decisions for themselves. So they go to those type of crews and hang around with those type of people that instead of, you know, standing up and being a leader yourself, they'd rather, you know, fall in and follow somebody. You're like, alright, I like the way that this person is, and this I'm gonna follow them.
A lot of people just, they want the easy route, they want the, I don't want to think about stuff, you know, I don't want to have to make decisions, I don't want to have to actually make calls, so I'm gonna just do this from here where all that stuff is sorted for me. I can just be part of an MC. There are people that think that way.
Me, I like helping build a brotherhood or sister. And I was in one dictatorship that it worked pretty good. They had the final say, but they also allowed us to bring stuff to them. Talk about it, sit down.
Yeah.
And they made decisions based off of that. Like, we want to put this such and such on KOS. And we want to make this person an ally. We want to make this a two-side. It worked pretty good, and that's why a lot of people end up returning to that. So I've seen the positives of it working, but I've also seen the negatives. Because in certain ways, it doesn't feel like a complete family like it should. Like an MC it's there's a lot of positivity. Like here, I wouldn't have joined here if I felt that it was gonna be a bunch of shit. Just put it like that.
Yeah.
I've known this through about 4 years. Like Wanted the Prayers. I've been knowing them since I started in the MC community. And we kept a relationship out through this time. And it just so happened I was just out by myself and just kind of looking around, seeing where my next place is gonna be. And I just started for like a month straight. I was playing with these Elliot. Me and Elliot used to fight.
Yeah, he told me about that.
We were always fighting each other.
Yeah, so and he ended up being like, me and him are very close. Pretty much you say we came over here together. I joined first and he came a little bit after.
Yeah, it probably went like, what, 2 weeks after you joined us when I joined.
And it's been the best decision I ever made, because I feel like it's chance to grow here. So that's why I love the democracy of this MC. They don't, nobody shuts you down. Everybody tries to build you up. We work together as a family.
Well, one time I shut somebody down is when they start running their damn mouth and they just hang around.
They ain't got no business. They ain't got no business. We had a hang around come in and talk about some. He said something about adding something to the patch. Boy.
Yeah, I remember in his first day, he was like, "Hey, maybe we should add this to the patch." I'm like, man, what you mean we?
Who the fuck is you? Like what? Man, that's crazy. So we kind of
we had a hang around, man, that literally was just, I don't know, he was back talking every full patch, like every officer, and he would get like a real bad attitude and shit. And like Day-Day, you know me, I'm a pretty chill, laid back dude, and I'm kind of quiet. But when I was standing there and I kept hearing that shit, and it got to me, it got my blood boiling. And I went off on his ass, and when I went off on him, the entire fucking crew went quiet.
That's because your ass be quiet. Like, when motherfuckers speak, they don't be talking that much. People listen when they talk.
And he wanted to start back talking me, so I just kept stabbing him over and over and over again until I made him rage quit and get off the fucking game.
We have the ability here to, any full patch member can kick any prospect a higher round whenever they want. That's an ability. I think that's quite important for us, because I'm very much by the fact that if you don't, even if one brother doesn't want somebody in the club, then it kind of defeats the whole purpose of why we're here.
I think that's why it makes it so hard to get in too, because not only do you have to become accepted as a brother, everyone has to see you as a friend before you even make it to that point. So if anyone decides at some point that they don't like your ass, you gone. Like, it's over with. because they gonna call it themselves. They have that power.
Piss off someone, man. You piss someone off to one person, then you're done.
Shit over with.
Yeah, it's a good idea too. It's good to have that.
Which can be difficult though.
But this person at the beginning ain't gonna be good for you, so you might well
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like if you and one person that's hanging around don't get along and you a full patch member, kick the motherfucker. There's no reason why he should come into the club and y'all got animosity towards each other. Like, get him the fuck out of here. If y'all can't be brothers, I don't want to be his brother either. Like, get him, you know what I'm saying? Get him out of here.
Yeah, I agree with you. Because at the end of the day, man, like, this is a family.
Yeah.
How Striker and MC, y'all are a family. Y'all know each other very well. And for an outsider to come in, you know, and one person is like, yo, I don't like this motherfucker. And yeah, that motherfucker is not going to stay around.
He finna get gone, cause I don't give a damn, bro. You say you don't like him, that's good enough for me. He gotta go.
I find the longer between you patch people in, the harder it is for people to come in, because just naturally you become so attached to these guys that you have. When a newcomer comes in, you're so skeptical, you know, you're just like, man, who are you? Because you've bonded with these guys, and you're like, it's almost impossible to try and get that kind of bond with that person, like, in any reasonable amount of time. Because you can only go through it. I've known dated for 2 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Not only that, but over time, you'll build tradition within your MC. When I say that, I mean like hazing, the way you talk to each other. Like when other people run into you, they might think y'all talking in code, because that's just the way y'all communicate with each other. Nobody else gonna understand that shit. Other people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. And we like, who the fuck is you? Like, hold on, shut your ass up. Like, you know what I'm saying? We over here clowning and shit. Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got our mistakes millions of times, because we communicate with each other all the time. I think we can jump on that. Hold on a second.
I remember, that's what happened with old boy, cause he came in this bitch and was talking shit with everybody, and it was cool. Then he fucked around, got in his feelings. We do that to each other all the time. It ain't no problem for us. Obviously, that's not something he was down with. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't his tradition. It wasn't something they do in his MC. He wasn't cool with it. Okay, get your ass the fuck from around us then.
Oh, you talking about Ali?
Yeah. Motherfucker was hurt.
Yeah.
He's still hurt to this day. Like, bruh, that's what we do, bro. Get out your feelings. Get from around us then. Like, gone somewhere. That shit don't make no sense. You're crying about people calling you ugly. You're ugly. It's okay.
We joke around, we play around. We might talk shit to each other, but we don't go past to piss somebody off.
Oh, nah, bro.
And outside of my being disrespectful, so we just talk shit.
Yeah, nah, we'll rip each other apart, bro. Don't let your ass. Don't call your ass want to be mad. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. We will rip each other apart and build each other back up, bro. Like that's how we is, bro. Like, and if you come over here trying that shit, wanting to slice somebody up, you finna get it from all of us. And if you get in your feelings about it, you ain't had no business coming over here fucking with us anyway.
Some people can't take it, some people can.
Yeah, bro.
I'm easy feel. Some days you'll hear me cracking jokes, fucking around with you, some days you'll watch.
Yeah. We kind of talked about, you know.
Killer King. You late as fuck.
Stupid. What's the what do y'all think are signs people need to look for when they dictatorship going sour? Because obviously we've already talked about what ways a dictatorship could work. If they was doing it right, it could work almost as good as a democracy. Obviously there'd be some things missing that, you know, people like us wouldn't want to be in it for, but it could work. What are the signs to where you know, okay, this shit is going sour what do you think, people need to look for?
A steady flow of people just going out, and you really ain't bringing that many back in. That should let you know that the shit you putting out there is not working.
Yeah, I mean, the signs like, I'm not going to mention his name, but there was this club that we were friends with, and one of his members got into an altercation with another club that he was cool with. He then proceeded, because this club threatened him, he then proceeded to...
Are you talking about Freshie? You talking about Freshie?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say his name, Freshie. You talking about Freshie?
I would keep it kind of low-key, man, you know?
Nah, I don't give a fuck. You talking about Freshie.
No, it ain't low-key no more.
It ain't low-key, motherfucker. We high-key.
But yeah, well, Freshie, he kicked out one of his dudes because he got into an altercation with a club, and that club then threatened to, we'll shoot you. So Freshie kicked out a patch member of his club for that. And that's one of the signs, I would say. A big sign. Making big calls like that without calling a vote.
Yeah, he even did that with the later on. Well, the reason we ended up cutting ties with him, because they all had something different to say about that, and they were like, "Nah, we don't support that," but he did it anyway.
What's his name?
Drama.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a altercation happen a few days back where it was, I can't remember the name of this crew, I don't want to say it, but dude came up behind me, and we're the type of crew, we're not going to shoot you unless you shoot us. And so I seen a dude come up behind me, so I turned my camera around and I was looking, and I seen him point his gun. So I went and hit this ramp and spun around behind him and started headed up towards him, and I was just pointing my gun back at him, and don't be doing this shit. And then he just started unloading. Well, he goes and tells our president, "Hey, I was just shooting the ground." Damn. And I was like, well, I got proof that he was not just shooting the ground, he was shooting right next to my head, but missing horribly. So I screenshot it and I sent it to my president, and he sent it to his president, and it got him.
Yeah, which is, especially if there's no evidence, if your brother comes to you and tells you something, or someone tells you about your brother, there needs to be evidence, and you always take it. But even if you believe this dude 100%, you always take your patch member's word if there's no evidence. I think you have to. It's an obligation. I trust that if fucking someone from another club gunslinger, I trust gunslinger is important. If you told them like guys did something, I have no reason to think this thing would lie or anything, but I'd ask my member, and if he denied it, I'd have to believe my member, because it's just obligated at that point. You've earned that trust between each other. I think you can do that in a dictatorship, because everyone's trying to suck up to the big man,
This gonna sound gay as fuck, but the most
always had my shit recorded. So if something like that I just described, if something like that was to happen, I can go back and save that clip and go back and look at it and be like, I have proof of this.
See, in our club though, with that, if we had that specific situation, had the guy not pointed a gun at anybody, and one of our guys shot them, yes, we'd be like, oh bro, we don't do that, but there wouldn't be any punishment for it. He's allowed to make his own decisions. The only time that it becomes a problem is when he's making a decision on behalf of the entire club. Like if it's a club we're friendly with and he decides he's finna shoot him in the head for no reason. Okay, bro, what's going on? Come on, we all decided we was gonna be friends. But some random ass club that he ran into that was pointing his gun or not pointing his gun, and he decided to shoot him, that's his own decision. Is we all gonna be cool with it? Probably not. Would we have something to say about it? Yeah, we probably would. But would the dude catch any punishment with providing proof or not? Nah, he probably wouldn't. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't see any reason why he should. He's capable of making his own decisions.
I don't know how you would. I don't know the dictatorship, but I don't know how you would stop the suck fest. You know, how would you?
There isn't really a way to stop that. Like,
it would be so fake, wouldn't it? It would just be like, you don't know if this guy's trying to be your brother, or you don't know if he's just trying to suck up to you. I don't know if you can tell the difference.
Yeah, I've witnessed that a lot, and I'm pretty sure so is Mega over here. And it's,
you know what, Creed?
That's just straight up pathetic when people do that. Like, they'll just suck up to a higher rank.
You know what? It's funny that you mention that because that makes sense. Because in a democracy, we're all good. The rest, everyone else is gonna notice it. Like, why you sucking the president dick? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And nobody gets it. But in a dictatorship, everyone sucks his dick. He's the dictator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
That's what they did sucks up to me so much.
Okay.
I like how you said that your character like turned his head towards Creed instantly like
how much? I think we're kind of getting to the end of the episode, but I'm gonna ask this last question. Yeah, how much power do y'all think a president should have? Democracy or dictatorship? How much power should a president have? And y'all's personal opinions.
I want to say 50-50. You know, he's the president. He makes the rules, but he should also sit down with his members and make sure that everybody's okay with certain rules.
There needs to be a balance. Yeah, 100%. There needs to be a balance of, you can't have too little power. I know people, what's too little power? But too little power is, what's the point of him even being picked in the first place? I think a good organization does need a leader. I think that is a thing. But then you can hold it to a limit. And it's a difficult thing to actually get perfect. I don't think anyone can really get it perfect.
I think once you got a good system going, you could take more power off of the president. Meaning, once the whole system is set in place, I don't see any reason why the president will need a lot of power, because the bylaws hold all the power. You all follow the bylaws. Unless you decide to change them as a club, then they will run the club themselves. All the president needs to do is fucking listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much all he needs to do. Listen and lead. That's about it.
Yeah, like, I agree. Like, if you have the system set up the way that it should be, and it's like a well-oiled running machine, put some of that power and put some of that power towards, you know, the vice president and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the president really uses hierarchy 100%. If you're not using a hierarchy, you're not a good president. There's a reason there's a vice president, there's a reason there's a sergeant at arms, there's a reason there's a secretary and enforcer. Use them to your full extent.
Each one of them has a role to play, and if the president doesn't give them that role to play, then what's the point of having that?
I think it's important for every member of the club to hold those officers accountable as well. It can't just be the president saying, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing, blah, 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 blah. Everyone in the club should know what that officer position should be doing. Everyone should know. You know what I'm saying? So if they see that he ain't doing it, they need to be calling that shit. Like, bro, hey, you ain't doing your fucking job. I can see that, and I'm just a patch member. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, come on.
Yeah. Well, I think that's...
When it comes to a dictatorship, you gotta be able to bring all that together, and even though you that final say.
Emoji red heart, emoji red heart. Emoji hard eyes, emoji hard eyes, emoji hard eyes.
And on those final words, we wrap up the 16th episode of this shitty fucking thing again.
This bullshit ass motherfucking shit. Club talk.
It's back. It's fucking back.
Club talk.
We'll be back.
Club talk. Club talk, baby. Club talk. Club talk.
It's the best episode ever. It's gone. It's done. Everyone in the chat is stupid for watching it. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Talking shit. Talking.